defenseman has been able to get the puck under control and gather speed coming out of his zone, he must be very careful to make the right play in the neutral zone. If it's congested, often the right play is not to pass it at all, but instead get to the red line and dump the puck into the opposition's zone. If he makes a bad pass in the neutral zone and it's intercepted, he's caught traveling the wrong direction and is susceptible to a breakaway or outnumbered attack on his partner who's backing him up.
The biggest mistake novice players make in penalty killing is that they have that opportunity for a shorthanded goal in the back of their minds. The first thing, the only thing you should be thinking about is to prevent the other team from scoring. It's that simple. Too many players leave the zone too early, and a one-man disadvantage suddenly becomes a two-man disadvantage. Keep in mind that there are different postures for each face-off location. For example, in the defending zone, you should be playing to control the puck and be thinking defense first. Too often, teams try to break out from the face-off and end up giving up a goal because they not only lost the draw, but left the opposing team unchecked.
Coaches. You had Scotty Bowman as a coach.
Yep.
He coached you both with the Montreal Canadiens and when you were played in the in Buffalo and on the Canada Cup team.
Yes.
Is he the best coach ever?
Oh, the record speaks for itself. There is no doubt. Scotty, dominates the record, coaching records like nobody else. His brain, brilliant mind for the game, absolutely brilliant. I think he was ahead of his time, and he certainly had no problem keeping up with it after he'd been in it, 25 years, or I forget how, 30 years I think he ended up coaching. He had no problem keeping up. He was not a fun man to play for. Not fun at all. There was no effort to be your friend or anything else, and there were times where, walking the hallway, going to practice or coming back, walk right past him and he wouldn't even say hello. He was a tough guy, and there was a definite distance between him and the rest of the players. And I understand it more now, that I'm older, but it made it very difficult. It made it a very intense atmosphere. The players were great because we were all, and I think it seemed to be Scotty's theory that he kept all of us together because a lot of times we were all against him, because he was so tough on us. But we knew that there was no stone left unturned. He was way ahead. Not only did he know every referee and linesman and what their tendencies were and the other team and how we should beat them, he knew what the Zamboni driver was doing. He knew the temperature of the ice. He knew all kinds of stuff that we didn't know he knew. So that gave him, and he knew the other coach and what his tendencies were. We always knew that Scotty was going to be prepared and that he was going to be, pushing the buttons really hard. But, again, it made it really intense. And so it was great to win with them. Steve Shutt, I think, maybe put it best. He said, he was asked about Scotty Bowman, and he said, we don't like him for 364 days a year, and on the last day we get our rings.